Question and answer session with our senior officers here on board. So please help me in welcoming them to the Spinnaker Lounge, folks. We have, of course, our captain, Captain Lars, Staff Chief Engineer Tihomer, and our hotel director, Hugo. Don't be shy. It's a small venue here today. It's a small room, so we can see you if you just put your hands up in the air, and we'll bring the microphone right on over to you, so you can go ahead and ask questions away. Yeah? Don't be shy. Oh yeah, sorry, the staff might ask you what your questions is because we're expecting more and more people to be pouring in here, especially with the big 4:30 bingo session, winning a cruise and all that, so we don't want too many repeats of the same questions for those that are here for the Q&A. So, right over here?
Yes.
Yep, to our right.
Hi, I'm Julianne, and I wanted to know, does the boat ever sail itself, or can it if it doesn't? Does it have autopilot?
It doesn't, but it can.
Okay, so it's kind of like an airplane where it can, emergency, it can do its own
Yeah,
thing?
out at sea we do that,
Okay.
but never close to shore or anything like that. We do it manually. We do it manually.
All the time?
But it's on what we call track pilot. We don't call it autopilot anymore. It's a track pilot. It is running by itself, but we have to tell it to change the courses. Every course change we do ourselves, but we can make the computer take also the course changes all the way up, all the way into the harbor, except the last piece when I have to dock. Well, we can do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep, we have a question right over here.
Is it hard to drive the boat?
No, always let somebody else do it. So it's very easy. Everything is easy when you know how to do it, right? It's easy. Ride your car, it's easy. Once you learn it, it's there. So it's very easy.
Yes, right over here.
Yes, but hi, I'm Eddie. Question for Captain Lars. So, every port that we visit, does the harbor master need to come in to bring the ship in?
Hopefully not the harbor master, but because they don't know anything about how to maneuver a ship. They know how to take care of the harbors, but it is a pilot who comes on board. It's compulsory for ships like this. We are also a foreign flag ship coming to the United States. We need to have a pilot. We know how to take the ship in ourselves, but we're not allowed to. So it's compulsory to have a pilot. And he assists me not taking over anything from my responsibility or anything like that. He's just my advisor. But in New York and Port Canaveral, they will actually do the driving as well. But under my command, still. So I'm still in charge. Whatever happens, I'm still in charge.
Have you used the stabilizers yet?
All the way from Nassau, my dear. Without the stabilizer, we wouldn't be able to serve any breakfast this morning, or lunch and dinner yesterday, and lunch and dinner today, if we didn't use the stabilizers.
I think you just won a bet there, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, the stabilizers are issues.
No, they're out. Don't worry. One wing on starboard side, one wing on the port side. There are hydraulic and electronic things fold out, 6 meters, sticking 6 meters out, 6 meters below the water, and they're working to keep the ship from rolling too much. I can't take away 100%, and I cannot take away the pitching either.
Are they midship, or does it matter?
Midship.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Question right here in front. Yes.
On your most extreme days, what heights can the ship's waves get to?
On a bad day, I've been out in 60, 70 feet of seas. So this is nothing. We have the hotel director and the staff chief engineer ready to answer your question. Not all of me.
We're just taking a nap here.
It's okay.
We have a question right over here on our left. Yes.
My name's Yasmin. I'm from New Jersey. What was like your hardest trip that you ever
My hardest trip was in the Far East, going from Taiwan to China. I was on my way to Shanghai, but we had to pass through Okinawa Islands, and we slammed into a typhoon, which is same as a hurricane here. Same thing, different name. That's where we had the 60, 70 foot seas. That was not nice, it was not dangerous. We just stayed where we are, waking up and down, riding the storm, it's called. You just stay there and ride. It's uncomfortable for 3-4 days, but after that it's gone. That's how you do it, just ride the storm.
We have a question in the back. Yeah.
Hi, maybe this can go to the hotel director. Everybody can answer it. But you were sailing during Hurricane Sandy, I understand, and maybe you can share what the sail experience was like, at least even from maybe the hotel director's perspective with the guests.
I wasn't here, so I leave the question out to him.
Perfect.
We had a great time. No, after, it was a bit rough, of course, but actually it was not as bad as yesterday, because we had a surge, and we didn't really, move that much as we did yesterday. So we had the wind from the stern when we left New York on the 28th, and most people were out actually, unlike yesterday.
I was curious because yesterday
half of you were in bed.
All the rooms were, almost all the rooms on my floor were do not disturb, do not disturb, do not disturb.
We had a lot of room service yesterday. So that's why we also changed the program. For tonight we have the search show, we got the Shockaholic tonight, so we didn't want anybody to miss out on some of the highlights. We also have the Norwegian Way this evening, where we come with the officers and the crew on the stage. But we can only do one because we have a very early morning for a lot of the people that normally come with us on stage, so we're going to do one after the first show. So if you want to see us there, please see you at 8:15 in the Stardust.
Yeah, and that time also when it comes to Hurricane Sandy, it was between 80 and 90 knots of winds. We have 40, 45 now, so a little bit different. But it was good. Everything worked well. 25 knots going south. Woof.
We actually didn't have to reschedule any shows either. Everything ran as scheduled during that time. So, where's the microphone at next? Right there in the back again. Yes.
Hi, my name's Jim, and my wife Christine. We're from Canada. I want to know, this is the engineer, type of fuel, how much fuel you go through, the engines, and what they run at. Now, how do you get them out if there's a major breakdown?
The engines are diesel engines, but they don't run on the diesel. They run on the heavy fuel oil, which is mostly it looks like a sludge from the fuel. It's very heavy stuff. So in order to burn it, you need to warm it up on 120 Celsius. And it's a diesel engine, and the propulsion is electrical propulsion. So the engines actually runs the generators, which generates electrical power, and propulsion is also electrical, just two electrical motors, big ones. The consumption for a cruise like this, it's 890 tons of the fuel. And what was one more question?
What happens when you have a major engine breakdown? How do you get them out?
It's a little bit difficult. But, we try to avoid it. So there is a planned maintenance. It goes by the running hours, 1,000 to whatever, up to 36, 70,000 hours. And if you do that properly, you should not have any major overhaul that you need to take out the engine. But it happens sometimes, and then you need to cut the side of the ship and take it out. It's quite a big job.
Average engine, hours-wise, how much does it run?
We are now on 7 years of the ship, and they are around 36,000 hours, approximately. Not the same, is difference between, because we have 5 engines, and for the top speed of 25 knots, we need only 4 engines. So I have one in a spare. So it's around 36,000 right now.
Okay, we have one right over here in the front.
Hi. Thank you for keeping us safe yesterday. It was it was a bit rocky, as we know. How do you, when it's a hurricane, how do you know how far out to travel to stay away from the hurricane?
We track the hurricanes on internet, same as you can do at home. We do the same here. We have good websites. Well, there are good websites in the industry there. So NOAA, they have very nice sites for tracking weather, including hurricanes. So we know exactly where they are, not exactly where they're going, because they're a little bit unpredictable. But we can always see there what we should do, and we always stay away from them as far as we can.
Steph, there you are. Yes, right over there.
Hi, my name is Chang. We come from New Hampshire. First of all, thank you for the hard working and each and every one of you. So thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
I basically have two brief questions. One is what is the best way to overcome the seasick from your point of view? Another one is how often do you get the weather like yesterday? And yesterday was the worst, or maybe it's normal for every trip or something like that. So
no, it's not normal for every trip, thank God. But you see, it's winter time now, and we are in the North Atlantic, so it's you can expect this kind of weather, this kind of season, but it's not often that it comes like these 2 days here. We have 40, 45 knots of winds, gusting up to 50. It's not common that we have this strong wind, but we have some bad weathers, yes, but not every cruise. Last cruise was flat calm all the way, so it is different. And then the first question I forgot already. Seasickness, yes. Stay aboard the ship for a couple of years and you get rid of it. No, they say that ginger is a good thing to eat. Apples also is a good thing to eat. There is so many things. And also the wristbands they sell in the shop works for some people. Of course there are pills, but avoid pills as much as you can. It's not nice. You get very dizzy and tired and stuff like that. But try ginger. Eat gingerbread cookies or something like that. It's good.
We have ginger beer at the bar too, which is good stuff. We have one right down here in the front. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Riley. I live in London most of the time, but anyways. So, in relation to a standard mile, how much is a nautical mile?
You take a nautical mile and you multiply it with 1.15, and you get your standard miles ashore. All right.
Right over here. Yes, sir.
Hello, gentlemen. My name is Dave. I'm from New Jersey. I'd like to know how long, when you're ready to leave port, you wait for the last person to come if they don't return, so you leave them?
Not much. Normally we'll sail on time. If I know they are coming, I know they are in a taxi coming down and they have telephone contact with us and we'll be down in 3 minutes, I'll wait those 3 minutes. But if I don't know where they are, I can wait there whole night and nobody shows up. So no, I sail on time, normally. That's why I put up a warning finger here the other day. Be back on time. I leave with or without you.
We have another question right over here. Yes.
Yeah, hi. I'm Cordell. We're from Toronto, and I wanted to get some pictures tomorrow when we get into New York because it's pretty miserable when we left. What are the weather conditions like for tomorrow, and what time should we be on deck? Like, if we want some pictures of the Statue of Liberty in downtown.
Tomorrow they promised cold weather, so put on a jacket if you want to do that. It's -1 Celsius tomorrow morning. They promised weather like this, partly cloudy. So it should be a nice day. So we are passing under the Bergstrom bridge just before 6 o'clock, or 6 o'clock-ish. It depends on the traffic going in and out and all the other ships. So we don't know. What causes that? I'll come back to that. So be up and about just before 6 o'clock. We will pass under the Vanosmael bridge, and then we will proceed. So 6:20-ish, Statue of Liberty. All right. And then, of course, on the other side, a few minutes later, we will have the beautiful Freedom Tower. Thank you. And it is very beautiful. If you're up tomorrow morning early, it's very beautiful just before the sun comes up. And it's you have all the night lights of New York, and the sun is coming up. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Is it going to be late now because like the sunrise is
Sunrise is at 7:19, I think it was.
So it's 6:20.
6:20. It's coming up. You should. Oh, yeah. It's lighted up anyway. So it is beautiful. I hope that the visibility will be good. Cannot guarantee the visibility. Sorry, but we have to.
And then they all wanted to know what that bang was.
That bang was. I'm talking too much today. You gotta have questions for these guys too. Anyway, the bang is that normally we are in harmony with the waves. Yeah, we go up and down and slowly, and then what the waves will be. Some waves are a little bit shorter between each other. So then we will come up and then we meet the other halfway down. And then you have this slam. All right? Hope that answers your question.
It's not a whale.
So it's not a whale, and it's not a floating container or anything like that.
Where's DJ or Steph? Where are you guys at? Let us know. Right there in the back. But yep.
My name is Sean from New Jersey, and I was curious how long you can keep a boat like this in service, and once its life as a cruise ship is done, what happens to it?
Oh, yeah, I guess. No, it depends on how much money you want to put in maintenance of it. Normally we put in a lot of money for maintenance of the outside looks and also the inside maintenance of the ship. Also the maintenance of the engines are very important. So you can have this ship for 25, 30 years. And then if you don't sell it to another company, you might scrap it. So that's the story. But most of the time you sell the ships to other companies or to put more money in it for maintenance. Because it's getting more and more expensive to run an old ship than a new ship. Because it needs more and more attention. All right?
Yes, there in the back towards the middle.
Hey, sorry, I just reminded me of one more question. I saw a lot of beautiful animals, dolphins, they jump around. So when you cruise, do you have any interaction with animals? You like put them like how do you protect the animal? Maybe put them like avoid to like kill the animal or something like that.
Dolphins, it's hard to kill. Very hard to kill with a big ship like this, I tell you.
Yeah.
They come to us just to play in the wake of the water. They have a lot of fun. But to kill one of them, impossible. Whales are a little slower. Then we have to be looking out for them, for whales. We don't want to slam into a big whale.
Other smaller animals, do you ever?
Oh yeah, so I saw a family of hammerhead sharks last cruise, actually, up here. So there's a lot of things in the water.
We'll bring the microphones around right over here. Yes?
I'm Scott from Ohio. This is a question for each of you. It seems like doing what each of you does on a cruise ship would require like a lot of training and very specific skills. So I was just wondering if each of you could talk very briefly about your training and experience for getting to a position like doing what you do on the Jewel.
Well, I work in the hotel department, so my background is of course hotel management. But as it goes, you know, on ships you don't come in and you get the job right away. So you need to go through several positions before you move up the ladder, and then you get a higher position, a higher rank. So it takes a couple of years, of course. It took me on ships about 7, 8 years before I became a hotel manager first, and then hotel director. And it's been 24, 25 years next year on ships. So another 25 to go.
Yeah, for me, I started when I was 17 years old working on ships as a big boy. And then eventually I went into the Merchant Marine Academy in Stockholm, Sweden. I was 3 years there, and then back to sea again. And continued working with my certificates. And it took me about another 15 years to obtain the master's license. But that doesn't automatically give me a master's job as a captain, so I still have to work. So I've been at sea for 43 years and about 20 years as a captain. It takes a long time. The most important thing you need is experience. Been there, done that.
Yeah, I started to sail in 1992 for 1 year, then as a cadet, engine cadet. Then I went to university for 4 years, and after that in 1997 or 8, I started to sail on the first cargo ships, then LNG ships, and in 2002 on the cruise ships, and since 2004 for work for NCL. But I came as a second engineer, then I made my way to staff chief, and just in next 2 weeks actually I will be taking over as the chief engineer. So it takes some years.
We'll come around to everybody. If you would just let us know, we have a question over here first, I think.
Okay, my name's Christina.
I'm Joanna.
We're from Princeton, New Jersey, and we were wondering where the crew lives, and when the ship is not sailing, like during breaks, if you guys have like houses, or like if you live in like...
Yeah, they live along the coast, so we have helicopter traffic every morning. No. They live on board, every one of them. All 1,100, we live on board.
Where on board?
Deck 2, Deck 3, Deck 4, Deck 6, and then a little bit here and there. Deck 11.
How do you guys get mail?
It's called email these days, my dear. No, we get normal mail in our ports. What we call snail mail, yeah? That comes in ports. You still can, some people still do write letters and postcards. Not many though, but a few.
We have a question there in the back. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Priya and I'm from New Jersey. Thank you all again for your work. I would like to know what an average day in each of your lives is like.
Boring.
There's no average days. Always something. That's the fun thing on a cruise ship. Always something different. So you never really know. You think it's going to be an average day, or you know, but there's always something happening. So we have our routines, of course. But like yesterday, a lot of things changed around, and you know, we have to be flexible and adjust and try to make it as much fun for you guys as possible.
Yeah, and even if we are running the same itinerary every week, not one day is as the other day. So it's always something going on. It's not boring. I'm just kidding. It's quite exciting. There's a lot of things going on board the ship. But no engine breaks down so far.
So far, yeah.
Okay.
And the most exciting day is the turnaround day.
Yeah.
You'll see that tomorrow.
Right over here. Yep.
Hi, my name is Christina. I'm from Puerto Rico, and mine is for the hotel director. What would you say is the key for an excellent cruise? For the excellence of
The
people
crew.
enjoyment.
The crew, and you know, I hope you enjoyed the team here, and I think we have an excellent team on board, and friendly crew members, and they, like we say, they make or break the cruise for you. So, and of course the weather, but I think the weather comes second.
We have, where's DJ? Francesco. Do we have a question there in the back? Yeah? Go ahead, sir.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I was always wondering about your crew. I learned that your crew has approximately 10-hour working shifts, and considering that they sleep 7-8 hours, presumably, okay, I don't know, it leaves them between 4 and 6 hours free time. Could you please tell me how they might spend this free time?
We won't tell you.
I know that, but I want to
No, there's a lot of things going on board that we try to that we organize for the crew as well. We have a crew enrichment committee. We are doing events for them. Actually, this week we had a show for the crew in the Stardust Theater that our entertainment department put together. And of course, many of these activities are late evening after most of them are finished working. So we had like a show around midnight in the Stardust Theater for the crew. We had not long ago a party up here in Spinnaker. We're doing events. Next week we're going to have a big Christmas luncheon. But they also have in the crew areas, they have recreational areas. There's a gym, there is a crew bar, crew mess rooms and so on. So, you know, they spend their time also resting, of course, and individually, but also group activities.
Yeah, and they often go ashore. When we are in port, they take their off-duty time to go ashore and have a walk and whatever they do, shopping.
Thank you.
We'll try to get to, we have time for several more questions, so go right ahead. Yes.
Yes, my name is Ruben Fernandez, and that's my husband Ken over there. We live both in New York and Barbados. This question is for each one of you. What is your favorite port and why?
Barbados.
Well, for me, my favorite port is Dubrovnik, my hometown.
For me, very hard to say. I've been so many, but one of my favorites is Honolulu, actually, Hawaii. Beautiful place.
Are there a lot of New Yorkers here? Yeah? Okay, New York.
Yep. Another question here? Yep.
Yeah, hi, I'm Matt from Connecticut, and I was wondering, do you feel like the bigger ships handle the waves better and the wind better, or does it become worse because the wind catches more of the ship?
No, they move less. So it's more stable to be on a big ship than a smaller ship, definitely.
Thanks.
Right here in the middle, yes?
Good afternoon, my name's Alan, I'm from Ottawa, Canada. I have, thank you very much. I have a couple questions, 2 short questions. My first question is, I'd be interested to know what your average expenses are to run a ship like this for a 7-day cruise.
First of all, fuel cost.
Overall though, I mean, I'm talking like casino, everything, just all your revenues and your expenses.
We can't really share financial information on these Q&As.
Okay.
But you know, the company is going public, hopefully, and probably next year. And then all that information will be available. But as long as we actually have an IPO out, we are not allowed to talk about anything financial.
Okay, I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. My second question is, I do want to make a recommendation on one of the staff members that we have had experience with. Very, very happy with this person, and I was just wondering who I could approach to make that recommendation in person.
You can approach me. But we also have a program, and you have these cards in your rooms, And if you don't have any more, you can get them at the reception. It's a vacation hero. And if you fill out the name and you write that card and you give it at the reception, they all come to my office at the end of the cruise. And we have a system where that is recorded. And we also, of course, have a program there to reward these scanner crew members also for their, future
Okay, I'm looking for a Mr. Vakram.
Vikram. Yeah, he's a matronly in the garden.
He's not here today.
He's not here, no.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And folks, if you are coming in for the meet and greet with our friends from Nickelodeon, that will be starting in about 15 minutes time. So we have time for just about two or three more questions. And we're sorry we can't get to every question here today, but of course we're all very, very approachable. Any member of the team or senior management, very approachable, ready and willing to answer your questions. And we have the guest services desk as well. Deck number 7 midship in the Crystal Atrium, there to answer any questions for you. We have a gentleman right over here. Yes?
Hello, my name is Lou, and I'm from New York City. I've noticed when we're on the ship, a lot of maintenance is going on. Do you do most of the maintenance on the ship yourselves? Or you bring it out?
Yeah, no, certain maintenance we do in service. We have to do them in service. Changing carpets, yes.
Well, besides the carpets, I've seen them hanging out.
Oh yeah, that's ongoing all the time. All the time. That we have to. We gotta have the ship looking good, so we have to be doing maintenance all the time. Paint and wash and whatever it is. Especially a day like yesterday and today, we have a lot of salt on the starboard side.
What do you do with it?
We wash it down when we come into New York tomorrow. We wash it down. All the balconies, everything.
Washy.
Washy of the ship, yes. Happy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And we have one more question there in the back by the window.
Hi, Jesus from New York. I saw a life preserver float by yesterday. It floated by the port side. I reported it. It was around 8:15 in the morning. I was just wondering what kind of situation would trigger for you to stop the ship or something like that?
Man overboard.
Okay, so only if we actually saw a person, or
we
somebody actually fell, or
yeah,
one of our,
yes,
but a life preserver just
yes. No, we don't stop for that. If it's not nobody in them.
Oh, I didn't see anybody.
No.
I did report it, just if anybody's wondering.
Yeah. No, we don't. If it's only a life jacket or a life ring, we see. There's no need to go and pick up that. We can report it to the Coast Guard so they can, when they have time, because they don't go out extra to beat this one up either. So just leave it there. It'll hit the coast sooner or later.
Okay, and we have one more right over here. Yes, sir.
Are you currently hiring? My name is Charles. I'm from the Bronx, New York. And I was wondering, are you currently hiring for performers right now?
We always hire. You can check our website, and there's a section for job opportunities, and we always hire. And we have ships all over the world, but we also have a ship with an American flag in Hawaii, and anybody can work. Anybody from the US or Europe from the US can work on all the ships. The American flag ships is only for US and green card holders and 25% international crew. But anybody can work on the international ships, which is the majority of the fleet.
My second question is, what are the requirements for any performer?
Well, it depends what you do. I don't know.
I sing.
Talent, of course, yeah.
I sing.
You sing? Okay, sing something.
No.
Let's check it out.
We have.
Yeah.
I'm a man of envy wishes.
You're hired.
We do have through the Norwegian website. website, which is ncl.com, and then there's /careers. All of the audition information is posted there, all right? We do world tours with auditions. Every year they go to New York, Chicago, LA, as well as Australia, London, several places, yep. So they do a world tour of auditions, always looking for talent. As well, if you can't go to one of those auditions, then you can send in a demo reel, you know, yourself performing, all of that kind of stuff. But for all of our stage performers and things, we're looking for, you know, vocal talent, but also acting, movement, all of that kind of stuff as well. So send in your video if you can't make an audition. Yeah. All right. Folks, that's going to wrap up the Q&A. We have our Nickelodeon meet and greet coming here in just a minute. Again, if we didn't get to your question, stop by guest services desk or approach any one of us. And please be at Showtime tonight, of course, 7:30 and 9:30 with the Servicio in the Stardust Theater. And a huge round of applause to our senior managers here on board, our hotel director, Hugo, staff chief engineer, Tiho, and our captain, Captain Lars. Thank you.